Tonight this was a home and inferno devours a tourist town. The heartbreaking losses. We are grieving with each other as people rush to escape a blueprint to get greener and cleaner. Canada's plan for a net zero power grid. The praise. This is a huge step forward. The pushback. The draft regulations are unconstitutional and what it could mean for your bottom line. The first home savings account. We reality check the program. Supposed to help potential homeowners and mission to the moon. What Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen is looking forward to learning, plus his take on UFOs. Global National with Donna Friesen reporting tonight. Para Nasser. Oh my gosh, the idyllic island of Maui and Hawaii is now a wasteland. A major wildfire wiped out much of the historic town of Lahaina off the map. The inferno sparked on Tuesday, fueled by dry conditions and hurricane winds, a trail of heartbreak and ruin left behind. Good evening to you, and thanks for joining us. High-end Maui hotels obliterated Hawaiians' homes and neighborhoods, now a disaster zone. At least 53 people have died from wildfires that have decimated the popular tourist destination. Search and rescue missions are underway. Thousands, including Canadians, had to scramble to safety when the flames erupted. Jackson Proska reports on the aftermath. There is almost nothing left of historic Lahaina, the popular tourist town once the capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii, is all but gone. This is not even the worst of it. Still get dead bodies in the water floating and on the seawall. They've been sitting there since last night. The fire swept through in just minutes. Anybody still out here? It's time to go, burning all the way to the ocean. Alan Dakar recorded these final moments outside his store. That fire was raging out of control. Grabbed some people who didn't have a way out, told them get their stuff, get in my truck, and we headed out there. A desperate search underway for survivors and victims. Many evacuees are only now learning they lost everything. Woke up this morning and got on our phones too. Pictures of our house are just down to them. Slap. Nothing but smoke. Multiple fires have been burning out of control since Tuesday, searing the dry brush and everything in their path. Hundreds of people are homeless. Thousands have no power and no way to communicate. We are grieving with each other during this inconsolable time. At Maui's main airport, there are long lines for flights off the island. In Vancouver, the first Canadians returned home with harrowing stories of escape. The police came like there were sirens and they told everyone to evacuate. It's hard to begin even processing it right now. I'm just thinking about how every single picture I took there was all burned down. It's of all places that don't exist. The fires are getting closer and closer to our hotel room, and we had no communication, little food. All non-essential travel to Maui is discouraged. Ferry flights are bringing people home, so relieved people in Maui and the places that we were in were beautiful places that are now gone, with recovery still underway. It's too soon to talk rebuilding. Look at the harbor. The fires made history and destroyed it, leaving Maui forever scarred. Oh my god. Jackson Prosco. Global News. Just look. Joining me on the ground is NBC correspondent Dana Griffin. Dana, you're outside one of the largest evacuation centers in Maui. What are you hearing from people who lost everything in the past 48 hours? Hi Farah, it's about 11:38 a.m. local time, so we're seeing a lot more people wake up, show up, coming here to get food, shelter. About 300 to 400 people slept here last night, and just some of the stories are remarkable. Heard from a couple who had to walk 15 miles from their home to safety. They learned this morning that their home is no longer there. A neighbor managed to text them. We're hearing other stories of how people had to escape and solve. Wall of flames sitting on top of the hideout, which is just devastated right now. It's in ruins. The word we're hearing a lot is apocalyptic. People concerned about what natural resources, what historical landmarks, businesses, homes still remain. It's unclear when residents will be allowed to get back to that neighborhood before a lot of them will have no home to go to. We learned moments ago from the Maui Fire Department that they have contained the fire. They say it's about 80% contained now. That means the fire is not out, but it is very significant and a very much needed improvement, considering their efforts were hampered yesterday by those very strong wind gusts, and we have felt some of those gusts here today, but the winds have died down significantly, which hopefully will date them in their fight. And again, residents here trying to put the pieces together. One surprising thing I've noticed: a lot of people we talk to, while they're heartbroken to understand, it's a sense of optimism and gratitude that they made it out alive, and again they were still circles designed T standards edge tonight. Cora. Dana Griffin in Maui, thank you for that. And as you heard from Jackson earlier, the way the disaster unfolded, it was rapid, and it was fueled by harsh winds. On Tuesday afternoon, a Category 4 hurricane passing 1,200 kilometers to the south of Hawaii caused wind gusts approaching 100 kilometers per hour to race down the hillside across Maui. Now, combined with drought conditions, it was a terrible recipe for a firestorm. These before And after images of Lahaina's formerly picturesque waterfront now reduced to ashes, entire neighborhoods are now gone. Ottawa has unveiled its proposed regulations designed to bring Canada's electricity grid to net zero by 2035. That these regulations have been carefully designed following intense consultations to maximize the reduction of carbon pollution while still providing a reliable, affordable grid. Provinces and territories have 75 days to comment on the rules. Many environmental groups are applauding the plan, but as Taria Isri reports, there are still questions about the use of natural gas and how much the changes will cost. Canada is embarking on an electric future, and there is finally a roadmap for how to get there. This is the spark to get us to net zero. The federal government unveiled a long-awaited blueprint for a net zero power grid, a future where energy is clean, affordable and reliable.